and welcome to day one action from 2025 IEPF World Championships, live from 𝗪𝘃𝗲𝗃 Hotel, 𝗪𝘃𝗲's West Country Hotel here in Ennis, County Clare. Our opening match is an absolute crackerjack between Northern Ireland and Ireland. And talking about Northern Ireland, the man sat next to me.
Talking about Northern Ireland, the man sat next to you.
Yeah, Mr. Tony Holgate.
Fair play.
Didn't you once play for...
Ireland?
Oh, well, for Ireland, was it? I thought it was Northern. I do apologise.
Only captain him for 14 years. Yeah. It's promises to be a great game.
Yeah.
And we've got two superstars, pros out there from 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 as well. But on the left-hand side of table one, we've got Declan Brennan. He's taking on Martin Dunn from Ireland. And Carl Martin, Northern Ireland, is taking on Sean Sharkey, the Irish skipper, over on table two. It is Declan Brennan on table one at the table with the customary glove on his hand.
When we saw this this lineup today of who were involved in this opening round, you had to choose this match, didn't you? I mean, it's just absolutely littered with talent between these two teams. Some fabulous players on show here, and so much experience, so many titles amongst these two teams, individually and as a team.
Yeah, it's an absolute classic, and for both of these teams, when you look at all the group stages, this is a nasty one to start with, because it really is a big clash.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot to choose between these two sides.
Let's be honest, I mean, this could easily be the final, couldn't it?
Could be, yeah. You know, you've got multiple professionals on both sides. You know, when you go through the lineup, you've got the world champion, he'll be up next, 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 McCarthy from Northern Ireland, followed by 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏. You know, Ultimate Pool Pro Tour, Gary Clark, Dylan Leary, Ronan Fay. Well, these are fantastic players. On the other side, you've got Stevie Dempsey. He'll be playing Ronan Carthy on the next available table. Ben Doyle, Paul Kelly, Kevin McSweeney, Carl O'Donoghue as well, just rejoined the pros. I mean, at the end of the day, it's an absolute blockbuster. Pick a winner, good luck with that.
Am I right in thinking a race to 11?
21 frames will play.
Yeah.
So we'll play them all.
Yeah.
As in, it will matter towards qualification, because obviously these are group stages, and you know, as the tournament progresses and unfolds, these teams are all jockeying to qualify for the semi-finals and the knockout stage, and obviously trying to lift this world title. And Northern Ireland about to make the perfect start over on table one. On the left, it's Declan Brennan with the glove, 8-ball middle bag, never ever going to miss that, and Northern Ireland get the early lead.
And a miss over on table two.
Well, Sean Sharkey now gets to the table. We'll have a good look at this one now, as the balls are being racked over on table one.
I think I'm right in thinking that, that Sean's team captain as well.
He is. My old job. Fabulous player, Sean. Oof. Just a whisper away, just wanted to nudge that yellow out of the way of the red.
So always a little bit tricky in these events when we've got two tables going, just to try and focus in on one. We're going to be flicking between the two tables. We'll try and bring you the action from both in the main. But, we'll try not to confuse things too much. And you're not missing anything from table one.
Yeah, and that's the right line up there on table one. What a face-off that is.
That's crazy.
There he is, the world champion, Ronan McCarthy, breaking off for Northern Ireland. And just in the background there, his opponent, Stevie Dempsey.
Yeah.
The #1 Irish player.
Quite well up there in the Ultimate Pro rankings as well, isn't he? Currently number 3, I think.
Yeah, well, I know he's top 5, but...
Yeah.
Well, you've got Declan Brennan as #2.
Yeah. Yep.
And Sean Sharkey over there, he's slowly climbing the rankings. He was a new professional last year, so it takes a bit of time with all these tournaments, and you've got to battle your way through up the rankings, but he is backbone of the Irish team. But my word, what a fluke.
The hand goes up in apology.
Unbelievable there from Carl Martin. And I'd say that 8 ball fits past that red into that bottom left as well.
What a time for a fluke.
Oh,
Apologies, the score just not updating quite yet. We will deal with that.
well, Sean Sharkey will feel that's a bit of justice there as that 8 ball was missed.
We're currently sat at 1-0 in favour of Northern Ireland. These are matches 2 and 3 respectively. 2 on the right, 3 on the left. Ronan McCarthy going about a clearance over there on the left table, table 1. Looks like he's going to take this yellow off the red to middle. He has got quite an angle on it though, he just needs to think about the cue ball here. I don't think he can just stun it in. Yeah, had to screw across the face. And again, he's got a fairly big angle on that lower ball to right centre, so just needs to think about how he's going to. Don't think he'll want to cannon into the 8 ball because that could prove a problem. Unless he's through the gap. Oh, if he's through the gap, it's perfect.
Yep. Well, it's going to be 1 to Ireland over on table 2 as Sean Sharkey will complete his finish. But Northern Ireland looking to be very quickly back in front. And in fact, Ronan McCarthy might get there first.
Yeah, there's going to be a race between these two.
Who's your money on, Sharkey?
Yeah, Sharkey.
There he is. Well, that makes it 1-1, but it's about to be 2-1 to Northern Ireland when Ronan McCarthy dispatches this 8 ball into the centre pocket. In it goes, and the world champion, he completes his finish. No luck there for Stevie Dempsey of Ireland. So the score is Northern Ireland 2, Ireland 1. And there it is. We have the correct score up there finally. Is that the start we expected?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I expect this one to be a very, very tight game. I don't see either team getting too much of a foothold.
So you look at a match like, well, the frame there. You've got Ronan McCarthy playing Stevie Dempsey. These are 2 of the best players in the world. Yeah. So somebody's got to give, and you know, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth for Ireland. I think, well, one of our star players has just got beat. But then, because both sides are littered with star players, it's a hard one to call, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great point. It really, you know, a lot of these players are not going to get a shot.
No, this is a bit where you've got to try not to get disheartened when you go out there. You could just be out there for a couple of minutes and you've not even left your chair. So
that little nudge on the 8 ball on the on table 2, pushing it down towards his bottom right pocket, that is going to give a distinct advantage to Reds.
So yeah, on table 2, that is Rab McCulloch against Ben Doyle, 2 more professional pool players from the Ultimate Pool Pro Tour. And on table 1, we will have Gary Clark up against Paul Kelly of Ireland.
And that was the break, the replay of the break on table 1. So Rab McCulloch does indeed elect to go Reds.
Well, you've got to look at it and think, as I look at both tables there, and you've got both Northern Ireland guys at the table, they could make this 4-1 very quickly. Gary Clark taking on the plant, he makes it. How does the other red land? Not great, but it's okay. He still has a good chance down there. McCulloch, I watched him playing in a flyer last night, and he was pulling out some incredible finishes. So he's on his game. He's just checking to see if that red goes past into the top corner.
Yeah, I think just looking at whether he can get through to the one nearest the rail. I mean, he just ran out of position slightly there.
Well, meantime, we'll have a look at Gary Clark.
He's looking again to see whether he can get through. I mean, he can with... I mean, he thinks it goes. He's only got half a pocket. Must be very tight past that red. Yeah,
flew in.
Absolutely flew in. What are you doing to us, Rab?
Well, it's only the ball down the rail really for Rab, and he can get right behind it here. Wants to leave a slight angle so he can play the red down the rail and bring the cue ball out off the cushion, but this is a big start for Northern Ireland if they got these two.
He's got such a massive advantage anyway, hasn't he? With the red over the pocket in front of the 8 ball.
Well, I'm going to go to just switch to the left table there. Gary Clark. I don't think he's got. Is he on the plant there with the reds? I don't think he is.
I don't think so.
Meanwhile, on the right side, 𝗪𝘁𝗃 with this red down the rail.
Oh, he's missed. He does have that safety net.
So, the bear, Ben Doyle, on the right for Ireland, gets to the table.
I guess so then he needs to find a loss of turn. Some kind of loss of turn to plant that.
I'll tell you what, when I was looking at these two frames, I thought there's a very good chance there that of Ireland not getting to the table in either of them. And they're both guys at the table now. Paul Kelly's at the table on the left as well.
Tony, on table 2, do you think the shot is the loss of turn and try and get the yellow in behind the 8 ball? With the 2 reds being on the left-hand side, there would be no other shot there for.
I don't like it. Do you know what I prefer? I'd go game.
Yeah.
He's going to play it down the bottom rail. I'd have left the ball at the top and tried to come down into the 8 and knock the red in as well, because I think it's a low percentage. He's got a better chance going and getting this yellow in across the bottom rail, just because of the angle of attack. If it's coming from higher, it's harder to get the ball behind the black, but from here it's better.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. For want of a better description, Nick.
The trouble is, how can he make this and not leave some kind of double to play a loss of turn back? It's going to be an interesting frame, this. He doesn't want to take it from where he is.
And that's Paul Kelly, and he's on the yellows on the left-hand side. Oh, that is a very, very clever shot there from Ben Doyle. If he's got that cue ball very close to that 8 ball, he's played a fabulous shot.
That is a good shot. It's just a question now whether there is a gap through to the red that's furthest up the table there, where he could play a cannon, kind of screw into the red that's over the pocket. Maybe play it as a 2-in-1, play it as a kind of double, and play a cannon at the same time.
Well, Paul Kelly just made a mistake there. He tried to kick the yellow and the red apart. He didn't, and hasn't done either.
He's playing that shot, Tony.
Oh my! What on earth has 𝗪𝘁𝗃 just done there? That is absolutely mental.
And I just called it.
That is nuts.
Quite proud of myself spotting that one, Tony.
I was looking at the other table outside the court as well, Nick. That's incredible. Unbelievable. And that puts Ireland 3-1 up. 𝗪𝘁𝗃 pulling out an absolute barnstormer of a shot. So we're back over now on table 1, and that is Gary Clark. So Ireland really need to stem the tide here. Bizarrely, we have 3 players in this part of the room. I think 𝗪𝘁𝗃 must have stopped on his way back for a rest. Well, Paul Kelly should get through to this yellow. Come for the big cut up into the top right is 𝗠𝗫𝗄𝗃. So over on the table on the right, we have Dylan Leary for Northern Ireland and Kevin McQueenie for Ireland. And there is Dylan Leary. Lethal Leary, as he's affectionately known on the pro circuit. I'll tell you the score is 3-1 if anybody's looking, to Northern Ireland.
And Leary navigating his clearance. Looking from table 2. He found the gap. Waved his magic wand and found a lovely gap, targeting the 8 ball. Northern Ireland serving up final honours over on table 1.
So 4-1 now, Northern Ireland. As we come over to table 2, and Dylan Leary looking to make it 5, and it's, well, Northern Ireland starting to find cruise control.
Yeah, I said I couldn't foresee either team really getting away to a flyer, but I've been proven wrong here. If Dylan Leary completes his clearance, he's going to be left with a tough shot on the 8, probably a double. He'd ideally love to be where the cue ball is now for his last shot, but I'm not sure he can get back to there. Fearsome cueing, isn't he? Looks like he's just about to smash the ball and just plays a little gentle shot. Oh, that is no good.
No, no, no.
Ooh. Is he?
That is really awkward now. It's going to be a very, very tough double.
I mean, it's a tough double, but he could have very easily been left with no shot whatsoever here.
That's nearly no shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's too thin, isn't it?
Well, he's going to try and double this back in the middle. No, you're joking me. Oh,
wow.
What an effort.
That is a superb effort from Dylan Leary. But what it does, it presents a chance.
Well, here's 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 breaking off for Northern Ireland over on the left.
Kevin McSweeney now over on the right-hand side with a good chance to make it 4-2. Big, powerful break there from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Over on the right, just needs to deal with these two. Yeah, drop this one, the top one into the right centre. Hard work should be done now. case of keeping that cue ball on a string. Nice positional shot. Left a nice angle to right centre. Drift the cue ball up the middle of the table. For a choice.
Well, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 misses that red on the left-hand side.
The wing.
The wing. Hands the table over to 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏. Ronan had a really good World Championships last year in the team event. Finished top of the averages for the whole tournament. But Ireland over on the right. In goes the black. And 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 pulls one back. It is now Northern Ireland 4, Ireland 2. The host nation coming alive. But is it going to be short-lived? As 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏 is amongst the yellows. Such a solid competitor.
Yeah, I think he's okay here as well. He's on the one to right centre. Can just come back to take the bottom one of these two.
He had a bit of a... Him and Brad McCulloch played in the ultimate pool pairs a few weeks ago. I was on the TNT production with that, and I predicted they would win the group, and they finished bottom. And they had an absolute nightmare, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. When it went to a pack, the cue ball would go in. It was just an incredible evening for them. And I was chatting to the pair of them yesterday, and they said, well, it's going to go better than that did. But they do look very good. I mean, we saw Rab play that incredible shot earlier in his frame to get Northern Ireland another one on the scoreboard, and 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏's looking in good position. 8-ball's gone in over on the right, but of course it isn't the shootout, so it won't be a golden break. So the 8-ball will come back up. Referee Dean Winter replaces that.
𝗨𝗏𝗏's just fallen a little bit awkward on table one. Just his positional shot now. We have to really dig into this, try and get that cue ball up into the north.
He's okay, he doesn't have to. He can actually come off the bottom rail, the left-hand side, and come off the 2 rails and come in the middle of the table. So, yes, he can play a screw shot, but he does have multiple ways he can get onto that ball. I think I'll go around the angles. I don't think I'll bother screwing it. Wants to be on the one at the bottom, that's fine.
I think his heart would have been in his mouth just for a split second, because that looked like it was just going to hold up behind the 8-ball, but he's fine, as you say.
So 4-2 at the moment to Northern Ireland.
Just needs to judge a little cannon here. If indeed he needs to cannon, he may just be able to screw off. No, it was just a little cannon, a little brush. He judged it well. Got just enough angle now just to power the cue ball through. Off 2 cushions back into the open to leave himself the 8-ball. It should be 5 frames to 2 over on table 1. In the meantime, we've been all the way through the rotation, and now you see Stevie Dempsey back in action, playing against his good mate Declan Brennan. Those two quite often share a room at events, and this time they're against each other.
Well, what happened there? 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏, unbelievable miss.
Yeah, I think 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 would have been sat in his chair fearing the worst there. Don't think he would have expected to get back to the table. He just finished a touch straight on there. I thought he had just enough angle to to power it round and leave himself a long 8-ball. I think he just got a bit greedy there, Tony, trying to get closer to the 8-ball than he absolutely needed to.
Maybe.
You know, there was
There's certainly a case for that.
Just an angle, like top it through off the top cushion and side cushion and leave yourself a long 8-ball to bottom left.
And that could be a big turning point. You've got Stevie Dempsey over there for Ireland. This is a big frame over there, and this is going to be 4-3. There's no way the hammer's missing those. And now Kála Donahue as well for Ireland. It could be 4-all very, very shortly.
So Stevie Dempsey having been stuck in his armchair.
So we're about to be Northern Ireland 4, Ireland 3. Forget that 1-0.
Yeah, having been stuck in his armchair in the opening game.
There it is, 4-3.
He returns the favour with a break and clearance.
Shortly followed by 4-all coming right up. And Ireland, from 4-1 down, have come out of absolutely nowhere. And they're going to level this match.
It looked for the world.
That's how quick it turns on those two tables.
It looked for the world that this was going to 5-1. I even said, you know, odds on it's going to be 5-1. And there's a team going off into the distance. And a couple of minutes later, we're all square.
Well, never write Ireland off, especially on their home soil. They are not going to go quietly into the night. And Kála Donahue is going to level things up here in Ennis, County Clare.
Always enjoy watching.
8-ball, bottom left-hand corner. The wing. Kála Donahue. You will hear the roof come off. In it goes. Ireland are level from 4-1 down just a few minutes ago to share the score at 4-all.
Big fist pump there from Carlos, showing what it means.
Well, Ben Doyle, the bear, it was only a couple of minutes ago we saw him out there. So how quickly these rotations go through when you start getting these players. I mean, they settled right from the start as well. It wasn't an edgy start from either side. Northern Ireland came out all guns blazing, took the opening few frames, 4-1 up. All of a sudden this one tiny little thing happened and Ireland had pounced like a caged tiger and dragged this match back to 4 each. And you see the Irish contingent, all eyes fixated on Ben Doyle as he tries to go through these yellows. Gets these, and that will put his country 5-4 up, but he's got a heck of a lot of work to do, especially with that yellow that's stuck behind the red near the middle. With Martin Dunn for Ireland. And he's taking on the world champion Ronan McCarthy. So nothing going to come easy for anybody in this match. But he's had a good break. Didn't get much of a look in his first frame. Martin Dunn, Declan Brennan broke and dished him. So this is his hand on the table for the very first time. Little wipe of the feet there with that yellow from Martin, but it's okay. Ben Doyle just having to pull back a bit there. There's no finish, so he's put the yellow over the bag. So Carl Martin will get his hand on the table for Northern Ireland on the right. Dunn still at the table for Ireland here on the left, taking on a long yellow into the top left-hand corner. He's overcut that by a fair stretch. And that doesn't look great for Ireland there, because It is 𝗨𝘀𝗃𝗃 now that comes to the table. And he started off very well as well, as you'd expect. And there he is, the world champion, 𝗨𝘀𝗃𝗃. Ideally, 𝗨𝘀 would have liked to hit the other red and land on it. Would have presented him with a finish. That's now made it very tricky indeed. Has nothing he can pot. So he will have to play some sort of containing shot. Well, it's all happening now on both tables. 𝗨𝘀𝗃𝗃. So Declan Brennan and 𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗃 in the background, looking on. He's on the reds.
Yeah, the important passage of play here for both teams. That comeback from Ireland.
Well, 𝗨𝘀𝗃𝗃 has just presented Martin Dunn with a great chance. He wanted to play the loss of turn, but he wanted to stick the cue ball right behind the yellows, and he wanted the red to be in a better position there. But he has left him on this yellow. I'm sure it'll go past that red.
Yeah.
Now, it's all the question is, does he leave himself the double?
Yeah, he's
or does he
looking
leave
where he
himself
wants
the
to
cut?
be.
I'd prefer the double because just to get on the 8.
Yeah. Yeah, if you leave the cut, you can't get enough pace into the cue ball, can you?
Well, he's going to have to play that double with a load of left-hand side and dig down.
Yeah.
If he's playing the cut, I would say that's wrong. She's gone for the double. He's got it. It's a great shot. So Martin Dunn with this 8 ball to put Ireland in front. And this is to beat the world champion on top. This is huge for Ireland. In it goes. Martin Dunn completes victory over the world champion, and just look at him.
I think I'm right in thinking that he's recently been announced as the Irish, the Irish Pool Federation chairman, I believe. Very heavily involved in the game as Martin, and gets one on the board for his team. Now they lead.
There is 𝗪𝗁𝗃𝗃 from Northern Ireland. They now trail. They were 4-1 up, and now they find themselves 5-4 down to the host nation. Some comeback by Ireland. But that's just how quick it can turn around in this 2-table format. And with the noise and the flow in it, it always seems that frames seem to come on a roll. You don't just get see them exchanged very much. It seems to go all in one direction for a good 10 minutes, and then it switches to the other way. It's a strange old game.
Nice break there from Rab over on table 1. The cue ball was just tracking towards the top corner pocket, but it got kicked away. It's not a bad leave. A lot of traffic at one end of the table. That's his only problem here is just going to be on top of each other, so he just needs to work out the route. A couple of balls tied up for each set. The obvious two, the red and the yellow, down on this bottom cushion. It won't be a straightforward clearance for him. Just needs to work out how he's going to navigate it. What's your preference on table one here, Tony? He's picking yellows. I think yellows as well.
Yeah, yellows all day long. They're all central. You've got too many little clusters of reds. So I think I know the problem is down at the bottom, but it's easier to get on that one from a yellow than it is from a red, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So which then that sways your opinion to that colour.
Could he screw down into that problem now? Or does he just leave
you
it?
can come on, you can screw it, or you can come off the side rail. But yeah, I think you would approach it now, but he's not going to. He's going to play the plant. I'll tell you what I like about this. If he's straight on this, he can play this plant, roll the cue ball through, leave himself an angle on the second ball of this plant, drop that in, rub that red out of the way. He's on the yellow at the bottom of the table. That goes in there. Other yellow into the middle, black up into the top corner. Sounds easy, doesn't it?
Sounds really easy.
Well, it's got the wrong angle on that one, so that's going to be a change of path now. He's going to think he's going to have to go into the centre with the other one.
Yeah, I think he's got enough angle on that one though. Could try and screw down to the bottom of the table. He could try and leave that angle, but then he's leaving all his eggs in one basket.
Meanwhile, over on the table two, the bear is trying to find a way to get Ireland home there as well.
That's
needed to be harder.
Yeah, that's not any good. If he has got a shot, it's a really thin cut. The cue ball is going to be flying, and somehow he needs to navigate all that traffic and go all the way around the table and back down. I don't think he'd take this on, do you? But what other choice has he got? Is he looking at somewhere, some kind of safety? I think he is. Just brushing off the one that's on the cushion. Try and leave the cue ball hidden in behind the other one. Wouldn't leave much. You seen something else?
That's as good as he could have done. The bear with a very thin cut on the yellow. Ben Doyle for Ireland. There were two. He's made it. How's the black going to come out? It's not coming out nicely for him. He's snooking himself. So Ben Doyle, it looks as though he's just done the hard work. Been a bit unfortunate there.
Yeah, touching ball here for 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 over on the left table. It's going to be very helpful. Push the cue ball to space.
All gone a bit tactical all of a sudden. It's got a little bit, you know, since Ireland have come back in, Northern Ireland now trying to dig in, put a foothold in this and stop this, sort of stem the tide. Well, if the 8 ball goes in, oh my word! Wow,
that's crazy.
Ben Doyle. How about that? Ireland 6-4 up, and that is an incredible shot.
Fantastic.
How lucky is that? I mean, you got, but again, you leave that shot, you leave the man to play off the one cushion. That's what you get. He had to go and try and do something. As soon as I saw the red going off, I thought, well, the 8 needs to go in now, and it's gone off the other ball. So now 6-4 to Ireland. So we're going to move over here to table 1 because, well, Sean Sharkey has got a decent chance here, and this could be 7-4 Ireland if he gets these. So from 4-1 down, it's been 5 in a row for the Emerald Isle. And Ireland beginning to flex their muscles. In off the break on table 2 for Ireland. McQueenie takes his chair. Sharkey goes about his business. And the other thing is, when you're playing in these matches, you are sort of half aware of what's going on to the table next to you when you're playing. And it can be a distraction sometimes if you see your teammate who's in a sticky position and you're playing, you think, well, I now need to win this because he's in trouble. But Sean is looking pretty good to try and land that frame over there.
This is Gary Clark.
Yeah, and the reds look very inviting for Gary as well. I think we might see an exchange here, one each. Oh, ooh. It just dropped in, and now the easy stuff left for Sean Sharkey, the Irish skipper.
That was a
2 simple reds and the 8 ball, and this will put Ireland 7-4 up.
But I don't drop, Tony.
I don't think it's going to be 7-4 for long. As he waves his arm in the air, I know I would never do that before I've knocked the 8 ball in. In it goes though, Sean Sharkey, captain's innings. And there you see, big fist pump, right smile from 𝗪𝘚, but it is Ireland 7-4 up. But this now for Gary Clark to keep Northern Ireland in contention.
6 on the spin, that, Tony, from 4-1 down.
It's going to stop now though. Gary Clark, Northern Ireland is going to be 7-5. And the magic number to get to is 11. So people looking on, if you're watching, 11 is the magic number. That wins you the match. So we are simmering away nicely. 7-5 it is. Clark fires back. Things are really hotting up here in Ennis, County Clare, between Northern Ireland and the host nation, Ireland. And this is just the opening match, Nick.
Dylan Leary now in action.
There's 15 teams in these World Finals. You got 14 matches.
We knew this one was going to be a blockbuster, didn't we? Dylan Leary in action now against Kyle O'Donoghue. Over on table 1. Dylan has the break.
So lethal Leary. And he's up against wing Kyle O'Donoghue. Needs a good break, this Dylan. 𝗍𝗄𝗄's going though, and just look how quick O'Donoghue is out of his seat, like a jack in a box. Paul Kelly for Ireland breaking off.
Remember, this is best 21 frames, but every frame counts.
Oh, and he's going to go dry. So Paul Kelly, dry, takes his seat.
We've not had too many dry breaks.
No, we haven't. And these are the times you don't want to get them, when you're getting into the tail end of the match. Kyle O'Donoghue taking all of his allotted time to figure out what he's going to do. And he's chosen yellows. And that frame looks a bit messy down there on the left. It's not much more open on the other one either.
You can hear the voices of the Northern Ireland ladies team in the background. They will be in, they'll be exercising their vocal cords right the way throughout the next 10 days for sure. never backward in coming forward. A nice little inventive shot there. 3-ball plan over on table 2. And a miss.
Couple of little tactical exchanges going on now.
Yeah, this is 𝗨𝗏𝗃 on the right-hand side, his opponent Paul Kelly. 𝗨𝗏𝗃𝗃 at the table, on table 1. After the break, this was always going to be a bit of a tactical exchange, a bit of a messy leave, and that's not come out in favour of Carl. Tried to cannon the yellow out, but just double kissed it. Stayed in place. So he needs a plan for that ball. Little bit straight, just left. Trace of an angle. Can he get to the potting angle, or does he have to move it? It's tight. May just be able to get to the potting angle from high. You know, if he was somewhere around about where that middle red of the 3 was, could he pot it from there?
I don't know, because you'd have to play it with a lot of right-hand side, and the right-hand side will throw it in. He's tried to move it, which he has slightly, but all that's left there is a double length to the table. We're now talking very low percentage on the table for 𝗨𝗏𝗃𝗃 on the left.
Yeah, it's a tough line to play a double from as well, isn't it? It's not nice.
Lovely shot, though, on the table on the right. That red there played to perfection by Paul Kelly. And this is a big chance for Ireland over there. So, 𝗨𝗏𝗃𝗃 with only one pocket, top left with his yellow.
Close.
Oh, he's nailed it.
Got it.
What a shot.
Brilliant.
By 𝗨𝗏𝗃𝗃. And look at the position as well.
Couldn't have
That
played
is
that any better.
absolutely out of this world from 𝗨𝗏𝗃𝗃. That must have floored Northern Ireland. Oh, look at that. Wow. Dylan Leary can barely believe what he's just witnessed.
That's a couple of times now Carl's pulled out an absolute monster finish.
Paul Kelly, look at Paul Kelly. And they're really fired up. More fist pumping before the blacks are in. I just wouldn't do it. In it goes. And another one to Ireland. 9-5 now. The Emerald Isle lead. Incredible. And another look at this incredible shot from 𝗨𝗏𝗃𝗃. Nice flick off the red, give him perfect position behind the 8. And Declan Brennan, well, he'll be thinking, what has happened? They must be absolutely dumbstruck, the Northern Irish. 4-1 up to 9-5 down. Absolutely incredible. I think Declan's going to go dry on top of it. He has. So immediately, Ireland back at the table. And this is Sean Sharkey now. We saw him win his last frame. And Ireland don't go dry on the table on the right. The tide all in the favour of the host nation, Ireland.
Yeah, the last 9 frames, 8-1 to Ireland.
It's incredible when you consider the lineup that Northern Ireland have. Nobody's got a right to do that to Northern Ireland.
No.
And now Stevie Dempsey as well at the table.
They've pulled out some magical moments in those 8 frames, though, haven't they? They really have played well, and they pulled out some real shots from nowhere.
So the man from Cavan, Stevie Dempsey, on the right, on the yellows. The hammer.
No way of attacking there for 𝗏𝗏 over on table 1, so he just plays a little conservative shot.
Yeah, it's a bit messy over there. I think we'll see more action from table 2 as we go along.
Yeah. It's all about the yellow furthest left on table 2. Where does it go? Does it go into left centre? That would be the only pocket. If it doesn't go there, he's going to have to try and move it.
I think he creeps in. He's trying to move the yellow next to the black. Now he's had that little flick. Is that enough?
Don't think it goes.
The first thing he's done is run round to check. It is tight.
No, I don't think so.
He's been a bit unlucky there because I thought he would have gone a bit, hit it a bit thicker. But yeah, the yellow goes, I believe, into the left-hand centre.
Yeah.
It's all about the one that's near the 8 ball. And there you see. Is he going to try and pop this yellow at the top and screw the cue ball all the way down and try and get on it into the bottom left? Big shot, and you can see he's digging deep. Look at that. Stevie Dempsey, big shot. He's trying to come down. He's come down. Oh, no, he's going to knock the 8 in. Oh! He didn't have to get a hold of that cue ball. That came down way too fast for Stevie Dempsey's liking.
He's got his work cut out here. I mean, how do you clear it from here? This is.
Well, you've got double the yellow back into the bottom left is probably the shot, because you can straighten the cue ball up and come back down for the one in the middle still. Whether he can make the double into the middle, the other middle, I don't know. I think the other one might be in the way, the other yellow.
Yeah.
Could also attempt a very thin cut up into the top right-hand corner.
Didn't go to plan that last shot over on table 1 for 𝗏𝗏. He's still got his work cut out here. Tried to move the yellow bottom of the table.
Well, we'll be running close to this time here. Oh, he could have made the double.
Where's that yellow going? Well, will that come to his rescue? Will that buy him another shot?
I don't think it does.
I don't think so either.
Because one of those reds up there will go off that yellow.
Yeah.
He'll just probably develop the yellow over the bag. Declan Brennan, meanwhile, on table 1, hangs the red.
Oh, what a shot that was. That was brilliant from Brennan, from Dempsey. Brilliant. What a excellent escape. He had to load that up, loads aside. Picks a perfect line, kills the cue ball, doesn't leave too much. Left one to middle, but this could have been way worse.
Make that shot. Sean Sharkey, though, he's having a go on table 1 now as well. He's got that one awkward yellow that's stuck between the 2 reds on the left-hand rail. This is on table 1, Sean Sharkey. Obviously, both these tables We're seeing players attempting now to go game.
Huge shot coming up here on table 2. Pot this, hold the cue ball on the left-hand side of the table for the ball long, and you buy yourself a chance.
Nicely played. 𝗠𝗁𝗃𝗲𝗃 now. Looks like he's going to try and cut the yellow into the centre on table 1 and try and kick that bad one out, and he has. Now then, oh, he'd probably have to play the plant.
It's a horrible plant as well. Yellow on the cushion.
Oh,
miss.
That's half a chance for 𝗍𝗵𝗃 over on table 2.
Extension called.
And dig into the cue ball.
Brilliant pot. And the cue ball's not going to come round enough. Meanwhile, 𝗏𝗃𝗃 misses the plant on table 1. So Declan Brennan will have his say on that table. And there is 𝗍𝗃𝗃, the destroyer. Now then, what's 𝗍𝗵𝗃 got? Can he cut that yellow thin enough into the red to send it into that left-hand middle? That would be an incredible shot. I don't think he can. Now you see he's looking to play off another red. Try and get the cue into the bottom rail and maybe a double up into the top right-hand corner. Whichever is going to take probably about a 1 in 100 to try and pot this yellow to Stevie 𝗍𝗵𝗃. He's gone off the red to try and get it to corner. Cue ball's going to get in the way.
What an effort. Look at the leave. There's worse places on a table to leave a cue ball, Tony.
Yeah, that was an incredible effort. Meanwhile, Declan Brennan composes himself.
Reds have got that big problem with the red.
Well, he's got an angle there because
well.
he can punch it in and come across and kick it out. It's intriguing now because you're watching both tables because there's lots of drama happening everywhere. Oh, 𝗍𝗃𝗃's jawed it. Would you believe it? And 𝗠𝗁𝗃𝗃 comes bouncing out of his chair.
That doesn't help on table 2.
No, it doesn't. And all of a sudden, Ireland looking in trouble in both frames, now looking in charge. And if they get both of them, that's the match. Don't forget, we will see all the frames out because they have to have the final score for the group stages because frames might come into play later on in the week for qualification. But to win the match, you need the magic score of 11 frames on your side of the board. And they are here for Ireland. 𝗍𝗵𝗃's going to get a chance. 𝗍𝗵𝗃's going to get a very good chance. And so is 𝗠𝗁𝗃𝗃. 𝗏𝗁𝗃 on the 8 ball to make Ireland 10-5 up. 𝗍𝗵𝗃 yellow and the black to give it the 11th. That will win the match for Ireland. This would be incredible. Prepare for the volume to be raised. In goes the first one. That's Ireland on the hill. Look at 𝗠𝗁𝗃𝗃, the captain. Brennan looks absolutely disgusted. Stevie 𝗍𝗵𝗃, this is match ball. The black's over the pocket. He gets it. And look at Stevie 𝗍𝗵𝗃's reaction. The Emerald Isle, the host nation, are going to win their first group match against Northern Ireland. 4-1 down they were, and they are 11-5 in front and over the line, Nick. That's incredible.
Yeah, it really is. From where they were.
10-1.
Yeah.
10-1. From 4-1 down, they've won 10-1.
That's unthinkable. Unthinkable.
What a fantastic performance from Ireland. We do have to see all the frames out so they are relevant, because come the end of the group stages, they could be huge. But that was an incredible performance from Ireland, and it still might be more. as you see 𝗪𝗻𝗪𝗀𝗃 come out for Northern Ireland. The thing now for Northern Ireland, they've got to get their heads up because you can't afford to get absolutely slaughtered. So we're 11-5. There you see Ireland over the line. But we will have the last 5 frames. And Northern Ireland need to get 3 of them just to keep themselves, you know, for later stages. Ireland, you know, what a result. Whatever happens, they'll be well, bouncing off the ceiling tonight. Yeah, so if you're Northern Ireland, you've got to keep your head up a little bit, you know, because it's easy to go out there, you're completely deflated because you've lost. So Ronan McCarthy can't find his cue. Try this one, Ronan. Don't worry, you're only the world champion. You can play with anything, surely. Very good connection and break from Ronan McCarthy. And he's not going to go dry. I thought for a second he was.
Just about every table up in the top half of the table. Every ball, sorry, in the top half of the table. Just a couple of stray ones at this end.
Carl O'Donoghue attempting the plant down the rail with the yellows on table 2. Misses it. And the flip side to the coin I said about Northern Ireland keeping their heads up for these last few frames is also Ireland not taking the foot off the gas.
Yeah.
Because they've already won.
Yeah.
You tend to start playing a few loose shots now, so genuinely what happened? I can't even say it. Most of the time. Right, somebody give me my lips back for crying out loud. Most of the time, what you see will happen is a team that's been battered, well, not been battered, but a team that's losing will nick these last 3 frames because the team that's won are so elated they don't care. They've won the match. Northern Ireland know that think, hang on a minute, we can't. If we can get out of here with say 12-9, we've had a result.
Yeah.
You know, because it keeps you in contention. Because you know Northern Ireland are going to, you know, win a lot of matches. And at the end of the whole thing, you'd expect them still, even though they've lost this group match, to be obviously in with a big shout of winning the world title.
It's gone awkward on table 1. Snookered himself.
Well, what a bizarre cut on that red up there. Ronan McCarthy. That's some shot. So I wouldn't be at all surprised to see Northern Ireland run this match and it will look like a closer affair come the finish line, which will be not very far away now.
Oh,
well.
Just cued across
Oh,
that.
they've both
and
done it. As soon as I said that,
amazing. Both missed.
both of their arms have fell off.
That's madness.
I mean, look at that shot there. Did the 𝗘𝗃𝗵𝗵 must have come around and hit that a second time, you know. You have to see that slowly. I don't think that went clean, actually. Ronan McCarthy's. O'Donoghue now.
Yeah, the miss on table 2 should cost them that frame.
Yeah,
because O'Donoghue's got a really nice chance there.
Well, I know Ben Doyle pretty well, and his mind will be on getting this frame big time. He'll be still fired up. He's not one of those that sort of relax. Nice shot from O'Donoghue.
Yeah.
Just using the Red Bull there. Well, Ireland not in a generous mood. They're not going to give any back to Northern Ireland, but you've got to sort of look in dismay at the two balls that Ronan McCarthy and 𝗪𝗲𝗃 have missed. However, 𝗏𝗏𝗃 Donahue got greedy there. He could have knocked that yellow in and played the black up into the top right. He could have got right behind it. He tried to get on that in the middle, leave himself a tap in, and now he's left himself something a lot more awkward. I wouldn't advise to cut into the corner. The cue ball will be hard to control, so it might be a double back in the middle. And it is a double back, and he gets it. And Ireland march on, 12-5. The cheers have gone down now because they've already won the match, so
3 from 3. 3 from 3 for 𝗏𝗏𝗃 Donahue.
Yeah.
Tremendous performance.
And Ben Doyle's going to get this one done as well. This will be 13. The Bear, Ben Doyle, looking to add another one on the scoreboard for Ireland. Gentle roll into the middle. No, they're not. Can he just roll this in and miss that red and come back with a bit of check side, or does he have to pump this a bit? It's a funny one, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like that angle. You want to be a bit straighter.
Natural angle straight towards the red.
You know, you want to flick spin it with side. But yeah, he's not happy. It looks really easy, but it's actually deceivingly not.
He's going to have to screw around it, I
If you
think.
play a lot of pool, you'll know this shot is quite a tricky shot to play. Because there's a danger that if he plays a bit drag at left-hand side, he can flick off that red and go very close to the 8 ball and be too where you can't pot it. He's actually come around the back. That is a beautiful shot.
Lovely.
Lovely control from Ben Doyle. And this is going to be number 13 for Ireland. In it goes. The world champion's been beaten again.
And 12-1 in this passage of play.
Gary Clark for Northern Ireland. And you have to say the Northern Irish will be glad to see the back of this match. But when they they raced off into that 4-1 lead, you thought, well, and they had chance as well. They should have gone 5-1. And I can't remember, well, in my memory banks, seeing a match flip quite so much and then carry on. Just carried on.
I think Gary Clark, the man at the table, he's the person who put their 5th frame on the board, isn't he? He's the one frame in the last 13.
Yeah. Just been incredible. And this is only our opening match, Nick.
Yeah, if it keeps up this pace. Just to let you know, the next match up will be from the over 50 section. It's going to be Team India versus Team Northern Ireland. Some good players on show there from both sides.
I'd like to think my old mate 𝗏𝗃𝗃 will be playing.
Yeah, Steve Singh. I've seen him here this weekend as well.
Yeah, some cracking players amongst their ranks. Big Mac must be involved as well along the lines. Yeah. I saw him arrive late last night. Always nice to have a little catch up with him. Good friend of mine. His son Vivek Mac, obviously he's one of our professionals. Plays on the Ultimate Pool Tour. So Dylan Leary on the left, playing the plant into the corner. Gary Clark still going through the reds on the right. They really need these 2 frames. They need the rest. They need all 3. 13-8. It will look respectable. I think anything less looks like you've had a bit of a kick in the backside.
Gary looking good here to get one on the board. But we have said that before. Surely no mistakes here.
No. That's nice control from Gary Clark. Nice simple black ball now for Gary. If we look at Dylan Leary, dispatches red, and the black has been dispatched by Gary Clark on table 2. That makes it 13-6.
Dylan's run out of position here. He's may still be through the gap for the plant, but he's overrun that by probably 9 inches.
Hampered cueing for Dylan Leary. Well, made the pot, but I think he's just snooking himself on every red he's got left.
I think he can get through to the one at the top, but not to see the potting angle. I think he's just too thin. So looks like it's going to be one cushion. Try and pop this one over the bottom right.
Ronan Fay for Northern Ireland. And we have the last frame on now on table 2. So no more players to come out into the arena after these have completed.
What a shot from Leary. One cushion, pots the red. Perfect pace. What great judgment. Comes up, hands the yellow out of the way and leaves himself on the red. That really was top draw.
Meanwhile, Ronan Fay has gone in off the break on table 2. And McQueenie will come to the table for Ireland with all the reds open and a great opportunity to get another one.
Extension call.
So Leary now on this last red on table 1. Cue ball. Well, he's gone quite a way down the table. He meant to leave himself, playing that black into the bottom right.
He's overhit a couple of shots, and
yeah,
that's another one. This is in no man's land.
Well, all he's got is a cut right up into the top left-hand corner. He's having a look to see if the black goes off that yellow that's just above it into the right-hand centre. That's the only other shot.
It's pretty high tariff though, isn't it?
Well, you can have a go, whatever. I think he's going off the yellow and try and go in the middle. Oh, he's only
brilliant.
got it.
Brilliant. What a shot from Leary.
Well, I know it came late and a big smile there from Dylan Leary. It doesn't change the fact that Ireland have beaten Northern Ireland, but it does get... That frame might be very, very valuable come at the end of the group stages. So this red and black for McQueenie, and it will be 14-7, the final score to Ireland over Northern Ireland. A wonderful performance by Ireland, and to crown it off, the 8 ball goes into the centre pocket.
What a fabulous match. Turned on its head. Northern Ireland in full control in the first 5 frames, and then it was Ireland all the way, and very deserving of a win. What a great performance from them. They've made their mark on this World Championships in the opening match, and who's to say that they won't go all the way. Next up, we've got some action from the over 50s, that aforementioned match between India and Northern Ireland back in action, but as I say, from the over 50 section. So join us, we're due back on at 4:15. See you then.